Hello and welcome to lesson 5. So once more we will begin by closing our eyes down and just allowing ourselves to fully arrive and become present and ready for this day ahead and ready to embody this new teaching. Allow your sit bones to settle in your seat. Bring your awareness to your breath. Simply noticing your breath as you breathe in and breathe out. And then we'll bow our heads down to our hearts and offer our statement to the universe. We begin this day in gratitude. We open our hearts and we surrender to love. We ask love and light to lead the way through the minutes and the hours of this new day. We welcome joy, fun, and abundant prosperity. We recognize that all encounters are wholesome and that all experiences can be met with a peaceful heart that is anchored in the truth that we are one, that we are love, that we are free. And we release these words and we let it be. So here we go, lesson 5. I am never upset for the reason I think. This idea, like the preceding one, can be used with any person, situation, or event you think is causing you pain. Apply it specifically to whatever you believe is the cause of your upset, using the description of the feeling in whatever term seems accurate to you. The upset may seem to be fear, worry, depression, anxiety, anger, hatred, jealousy, or any number of forms, all of which will be perceived as different. This is not true. However, until you learn that form does not matter, each form becomes a proper subject for the exercises for the day. Applying the same idea to each of them separately is the first step in ultimately recognizing they are all the same. When using the idea for today for a specific perceived cause of any upset in any form, use both the name of the form in which you see the upset and the cause which you ascribe to it. For example, I am not angry at John for the reason I think. I am not afraid of spiders for the reason I think. But again, this should not be substituted for practice periods in which you first search your mind for sources of upset in which you believe and the forms of upset which you think result. In these exercises, more than in the preceding ones, you may find it hard to be indiscriminate and to avoid giving greater weight to some subjects than to others. It might help to proceed the exercises with the statement, there are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind. Then examine your mind for whatever is distressing you, regardless of how much or how little you think it is doing so. You may also find yourself willing to apply today's idea to some perceived sources of upset than others. You may also find yourself willing to apply today's idea to some perceived source of upset than to others. If this occurs, think first of this. I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purposes of these exercises, then I will regard them all as the same. So, as you know, a small thorn in your side, causes a lot of pain. Or a sting of a nettle can disturb your peace greatly, even though it's just a sting from a nettle. So then search your mind for no more than a minute or so and try to identify a number of different forms of upset that are disturbing you, regardless of the relative importance you may give them. Apply the idea for today to each of them using the name of both the source of the upset as you perceive it and of the feeling as you experience it. Further examples are: I am not worried about exams for the reason I think. I am not depressed about the past for the reason I think. And 3 or 4 times a day is enough to repeat the exercises. So right now we're going to take it for a minute or two, and we're just going to just let things come into our mind that upset us or bother us or depress us or cause us to feel jealous or angry or frustrated. And remember, we're not being choosy. It's whatever crosses your mind, and you're simply going to say, I am not blank for the reason I think. So I am not jealous of Anne for the reason I think. And that's it. You just repeat the statement. So let's just gently close our eyes down and see what floats into your consciousness, into your awareness. When you're ready, just gently coming back. So I love this. And I know when I did it first that I found it quite difficult to get this lesson, because you're kind of going, well, I am upset because of this, that, or the other. And it's hard to grasp exactly what the lesson means. However, what you will realize is that all unrest, all disturbances to our peace are caused by a feeling of separation, that we feel we're separate from love, that we're dwelling on illusions and the illusionary world, and that we're dwelling on forms rather than on our true consciousness, which is united with love, which is love. So we have moved away from that, and we're getting caught up in various different things. So it really doesn't matter what the form is. All forms that cause upset are disturbing our peace, and they're causing us to feel separate. However, when we feel that we're not separate and we're anchored in love and we're knowing that we are love, then other things outside ourselves don't upset us. They don't disturb our peace of mind. So this is all about coming to rest into the love that you are, coming to cultivate peace in your life, and recognizing that, a small thing can disturb your peace as much as a big thing. They're all disturbances. And what we're wanting to do is begin to iron out the disturbances and to dwell in the peace that lies deep within our heart and is often overshadowed by these forms that we give time and energy and space to. And always remember that where mind goes, chi flows. So wherever you're placing your consciousness, you're energizing that. So if you're placing your awareness on your disturbances, then you're continually feeding them and energizing them. Now, again, like all the other lessons, we're simply not asked to understand this fully right now. We're just letting it wash over us, and, we're beginning to entertain these ideas. And we're going to let it go right now, and we're going to just have a little quiet meditation before we enter into our day, and then you're invited to return to this lesson a few times today. So perhaps you'd like to gently close your eyes down. Drop your awareness down into your pelvic floor. And then draw your breath all the way down into your belly. Feel your belly expanding as you breathe in. And as you exhale, very gently draw your navel back towards your spine. And again, breathing into your belly and breathing out. Now continuing with this soft belly breath. And just beginning to repeat quietly to yourself, peace within, peace without, peace within, peace without, peace on the inside and peace on the outside. And then we'll just sit in silence for a minute or so. And when you're ready, gently drop your chin to your chest. Open your eyes with your gaze downwards, drawing your gaze upwards, and maybe having a little stretch. Thank you from my heart to yours. Have a wonderful day.